Rusty Green Caterpillar here, back at it again with another Redub related video from Rusty. If you hear any male people or adult-ish men in the background, that is my brother. And not men, just one person. That is my brother in the background. Try not to listen to him.
You know what? Yeah, let me go ahead and do this. So clear without being incapacitated 5 times. Clear having taken damage fewer than 10 times. Complete all side missions and clear. Defeat the Luzen. Recommended sense above total 23 pounds.
But anyways, I guess we could do an episode or redub because that's what we do. And since since Saturday has been taken over by Big Pog, it looks like we're gonna have to make do with Friday.
Disappointing.
Of course, it's disappointing. Our thing was stolen.
Because of a fucking contract.
Huh.
Yes, contracts are annoying nowadays. Anyways, let's remove this. Right.
How's that
So-
of canceling it by January?
Okay, Percy runs away.
Just like my father.
Okay, dirty.
Your father's
work.
Percy? That's interesting.
Yeah, and that's why he ran away.
Dirty work.
But which version?
Season 2.
Okay.
Ah, Percy. I mean Liam. Just in time. Okay,
Liam,
wait.
which profile should I use?
Wait, let's not stop that bus. Let's not stop that bus.
Wait, no, look at my icon. Look at my icon. Intruder.
Okay.
Intruder.
All at sea. Fish.
Fish all at sea. That sounds like an actual name.
Wow.
What about
Fish.
Peter, Sam, and the refreshment lady?
I'm pretty sure we already did that, and
What about a bad day for Sir Handel?
we did that too.
When did we do that?
What about
Rusty to the rescue?
Maybe later. What about any season 5 episodes?
Rusty and the Bulldog.
Rusty
yeah, Rusty
and
the
the
Bull.
Fat.
Yeah, that one.
Wait, I remember an episode. I think we've never done
I am here
Duncan before.
Double teething troubles. Wait, no.
Double
don't,
T.
Don't, Intruder.
What about not
Alright.
so? What about not so?
Duncan.
What about not so?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yay! I dropped my Thomas.
What about not?
Yay, we
You
killed
drop
her.
a Tommy.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
like
you're
illegal. As a Thomas fan.
No. It's the
Fish.
reboot Thomas that I bought.
Fish.
So it isn't bad. I also got Jenga yesterday, so I got a whole.
Can I
bunch
go
of
a bit up?
hardwood. I got a whole bunch of hardwood.
Alright, so since it landed on fish, we are going to be redubbing fish.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hi, Edward.
Okay, I won't go up anymore.
Okay,
Right.
so now let's go to fish.
Insert script.
Do we even know who the characters are in Fish?
Well,
Henry, Duck, Thomas, or Topham Hatt. There's probably more.
okay,
There's
so
Henry.
okay, so
I just said that.
all right, now then.
Can I go up?
Okay, but anyways,
Sir,
In
this
order-
is not a classroom.
Thomas,
So,
Henry, Duck, so Topham
every-
Hatt.
so everyone. In order of casting members, me as the narrator, Cheeky Bluey 2 as Thomas, Nathan as Henry, obviously, Liam wants to be Duck, and me as Sir Topham Hatt. So, Yeah.
Sheesh.
And I
Great
guess,
news.
can I
Great
be
news.
literally anyone else like the drivers or something?
Actually, yeah, you're
Yes.
right.
I
You
You're
can
not.
be
mean,
You're not stealing my
we'll have to see.
vehicle.
But
You're not
anyways,
stealing my
three,
vehicle.
two,
make it so that,
one.
oh wait, nah, they were
Let's
Balls.
redub. On starry nights when the moon is full and the air is still, you can hear the sounds of the faraway ships and distant laughter. They echo over the hills and through the valleys, down calm canals and sleepy inlets. Every engine knows that these are the sounds. They say the harbor is hard at work at the big station by the sea. One night, a special load of fish was ordered. Sir Topham had decided that that extra vans must be added to the train that the men called the Flying Kipper. The only vans available were the ones they had not been
Yeah,
used for a
next.
long time. Henry waited impatiently by the key. He sighed as Duck shunted them into position. Thomas puffed by with the mail train.
Hello, duck. Going fishing? I take care of that, you.
I'm gonna be honest.
Why?
That armor's
Puffed
bad.
Duck.
Well,
I
for one thing,
Puffed Thomas, remembering his own
if
experience.
if fish get in an engine's boiler, it can cause a lot of trouble. And for one, fish are awfully smelly, just like me mom's puss. And I know that what I'm talking about. Good night.
belly issue.
Henry grunt. Turn that off. Henry grunted dreadfully. You'll
You'll
just have to
just
put
have
up
to
with it,
wait up
Henry,
with it, Henry.
said his driver.
I
At
thought I
least
was
it.
gonna be the drivers.
Screw it. You do it, Drifty.
Yay! At least the extra load will mean you can have another engine to help us up Gordon's dick. I mean Gordon's hill.
You can earn that.
Meanwhile, Duck was waiting at Edward Station so that he could help the heavy train by pushing from behind. Henry made good progress when they reached Edward Station. His driver stopped the train beyond the platform. Then Henry gave a special whole signal,
Beep, 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 beep. I need help, please.
Beep beep.
replied
Reply.
Duck.
Sorry. It won't be long.
Duck buffered gently up to Henry's train. He was not coupled on. He would be able to run without stopping when they reached the top of the hill.
Ready?
Whistled Duck, and off they went. Soon they reached Gordon's Hill.
Push hard, push hard.
Puffed Henry.
Uh, we're
Duck
doing it.
whined.
We're doing it. Sorry, I couldn't
Replied
find what
Duck.
I was.
Henry was pulling his train harder than he realized. Duck felt the weight of his buffers slacking. Then Duck noticed something else.
They literally
There's no sign of a tail lamp.
He puffed. He whistled, but there was no reply. Meanwhile, Henry had noticed something too.
My train's giving. So let me repeat that. My train's getting heavier.
He thought to himself.
I'm slowing down.
Then there was trouble. No one was hurt, but a strong smell of fish hung in the air. Next day, workmen found the broken tail lamp at the bottom of the hill. Sir Tom had spoke kindly to Duck. The accident wasn't your fault, but we should have expected this tail lamp was fixed on you properly. We'll soon have you in working order again.
Duck.
Thank you,
Duck.
Thank you, sir.
said Duck sadly.
Thomas told me to be careful about fish. They got me right in a. They got me in a right pickle, did they?
Told you, bitch.
That was
Wait,
a
pickles
short
are
episode.
fish? So every single time that you've been eating a fish, it's a pickle?
No, it's an expression.
I know, but I'm doing a joke, Rusty.
Okay.
Ba 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 ba. Let's not get copyrighted.
Whoever's doing that, can they please stop playing that?
Who the fuck is doing that? Your balls are tiny.
Double
I
teasing.
stopped, okay? I stopped.
Okay, Liam's the
He's
voice.
the-
Okay, Liam's the voice of Derek.
Yeah,
Why?
Bill and Ben.
I want to be one of Bill or Ben. I want to be Bill or Ben.
I thought I was Bill and Ben.
Well, you are Bill. L. Drifty is Ben, and you're Derek too. Considering
No, can we
you,
make it simpler by having one person be a twin?
Then I'm every single twin.
No,
I'm just
Donald
kidding.
and Douglas.
Is season 20?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Wait, Rusty. Can I just be both Bill and Ben so it can be
What?
Okay,
way
fine.
simpler?
Okay,
Wait.
fine.
Season 22
Drifty, you
a
get to
joke
be
to you?
Derek. Drifty, you get to be
Yay!
Derek.
Can I be Boko?
See?
Yes. Wait, Nathan is Boko. What do you mean?
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
what do you
Oh
mean?
yeah, from that one redub.
Can we do
Okay,
James and the treble stuff for next?
No, I don't think I will.
Well,
hold
it's
on a
illegal.
second. Just let me find double
D.
teething troubles.
D.
Season 5, one of the mid
D.
James and
episodes.
treble, please. Can we
D.
do that one or add it to the spin wheel?
D.
Double these nuts troubles.
No, 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 no. Press Control F, and it will open up a find menu. So you just type in double teething troubles. Oh, there's a man.
Okay. Okay, so Cheeky Bluey 2 as Thomas, me as Sir Topham Hatt, Nathan as Boko, um, Liam as Percy, and Bill and Ben,
Yep.
and me
Wait,
as
but oh,
and and dang it,
Drifty.
uh, Drifty as Derek.
I
Okay, so let's
literally hate
begin.
you.
Bill and Ben, the Tank Engine twins, work in the clay mines and quarries near Brendam Docks. Their work is important, but it can be hot and dirty. Sometimes this makes the twins naughty. One morning, they were
This sounds
feeling very
so just
naughty indeed.
inappropriate.
That's my line of cars.
Hubbed Bill,
It's not. It's mine.
snorted Ben.
Yours is over there. It's mine. It's not. It's mine. It's not.
Their friend Boko was worried.
Stop quarreling, you two.
No,
Or
no.
the only thing you'll have left to share is trouble.
Silly.
Snapped Bill,
Silly yourself.
grumbled Ben. Bill and Ben, behave yourselves, said Sir Topham Hatt, or or I'll send you to the shed. It's clear to me that we need another diesel to help out. There's only one available. He is new and is keen to make an impression,
If I were you,
whispered Boko.
I'd get back to work right away.
Meanwhile, Sir Topham Hatt was having doubts about his own decision. I hope the new diesel doesn't cause more confusion. He's bound to have teething troubles. And he was right.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I wasn't.
Cristonoio, I
No, I
wasn't
was-
expecting. Oi!
Wait,
He said
wait,
I'm
no,
Derek,
he-
not you.
Oh, yeah,
You're Bill
okay,
and Ben.
sorry.
You took my role as Ben.
Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry.
so-
Oi! Oh my Cristonoio, I wasn't expecting this now. Oh, what's that?
His wheels spun and there was trouble. Boko came to the rescue,
Sorry,
said the diesel.
I'm all hot and bothered. I got teething troubles. You know, it's like
The
having
new-
zero condoms.
The news soon spread,
Apparently, it's horny troubles.
confided Thomas to Percy.
Hey,
Liam.
you two.
The diesel's got a toothache.
No, no.
Cheeky.
You did it too late. Just
I'm-
roll with it.
Rusty clearly said that I was Percy.
Alright,
Well, yeah,
alright.
but you
I'm Percy at
just
all times.
just go with it. Just go with it.
No,
It's
no, no,
fun
no,
if he
no,
does
I'm-
it for
I'm
one
Percy, I'm
line.
Percy, I'm
We
Percy.
gotta redo the lines. Liam,
Redo
you
the
must
lines.
not be late.
Alright. Hey, you two. Hey, you two. This new diesel's got a toothache. Good luck.
What?
Why does Percy want to wish us a good luck? Wish us good luck.
Asked Bill.
Because he knows we'll need it. A diesel with a toothache must be the worst diesel of all.
Then their manager spoke to them. You will take
You
your
will
load.
take your loads to the docks and rest out tonight. There's a lot of hard work to do tomorrow.
It was dark when the twins reached the docks. They left the freight cars by the quay and scurried off to the shed.
You two look glum.
Sighed Duck.
It's the new diesel's fault.
Replied Bill.
He's got a toothache. He hasn't got a toothache. He's got teething trouble. That means he's new and this causes him problems. In his case, it's his cooling system.
Next morning, the twins heard an unfamiliar whistle.
Oh no, it's the new diesel.
And it was.
Hello, so this train now. You can take the front and the person behind. Ha ha, what fun.
All went well as they set off, then came to a hill.
Come on, push harder, you silly diesel.
Shouted Bill, but the diesel couldn't push any harder.
I'm overheating again. Hey, insert the Derek breaking down the once again noises.
Oh, pa!
Snorted Bill,
You know what?
sighed the driver.
Let's finish this trip. This diesel can't stop shitting himself. We'll try to finish it the best we can.
You're the
Just
best
tries
at
at
jokes.
least.
The personal shot window is
Now,
Li-
now,
Liam.
you think you can do
We'll
it?
try.
We'll try. Oh my god. We'll try.
And sure enough, they could. That night, Sir Topham Hatt came to see them. Well, John, Bill, and Ben, I've sent the new diesel back to the works. Can you manage alone?
Oh yes, sir. Bucko.
Whispered Bill,
I'm sorry we were rude to you. And
added Ben.
the new diesel is really quite friendly. And you know what friends do?
Murmured Duck.
Know what? They always say goodnight to each other.
And so
That
they
sounds
did.
extremely gay, but I'll go with it.
What
And
the
so,
hell, Chad? What the
and,
hell?
and so
What?
they did. But they chattered about the diesel and his teething troubles all night long.
I must be sleep deprived.
Man, that's some good
Alright,
sleep
so
they got.
basically all night long they were talking about like,
good sleep.
yeah, so this diesel has corona, but we don't know how to fix it.
Oh well, at least we have more
You stick the
merchandising.
vaccine in their cheek.
Insert merchandising.
Please do one that has a lot of James.
Yay!
There's so much Percy and no James.
Yo!
Sad noises.
Yay!
You know, since
Sa-
John isn't here, could I
Wow,
voice
a
over-
Percy episode. I love doing Percy.
So we have like 10 Percy episodes and
No,
0
that's
James
for problems.
episodes. Great.
You know,
Ooh,
since
very pog.
John isn't here, could I voice
Okay, so I guess I could give Edward's voice a little bit of a whirl. Nathan as Henry,
Yes!
me as Gordon, obviously. Drifty as James, and Liam as Percy, and me as Sir Topham Hatt, and I'm the narrator. So
Wait,
I
who's
guess
Edward
that's it.
again?
Me.
You.
Shit.
Henry, James, and Gordon were miserable. They had been shut up for several days for being naughty, and longed to be let out again. At last, Sir Topham Hatt arrived. I hope you're sorry, he said, and understand that every job on the railway is important. We have a new champion named Percy, who helps pull coaches, and Thomas and Edward have been working the main line nicely, but I will let you out now, if you promise to behave. Yes, sir, said the engines. We will.
Hey! I'm James, not you.
Okay, so me, Nathan, and Drifty, in our impression say, yes, sir, we will.
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Yes, sir.
Said the three engines. We will. We will.
We will, even though it's separate engines, but whatever.
That's good to hear. But please remember that this no shunting nonsense must stop. Sir Topham had then told Percy, Edward, and Thomas that they can go play on the branch line for a few days, and they ran off happily to find Annie and Claire about the junction. The two coaches were very pleased to see Thomas again.
Oh, I'm about to have my fun with these two.
Edward and Percy played with the freight cars.
Stop!
Stop!
Stop! We're getting abused!
Screamed the cars as they were pushed into the proper sidings. But the two engines laughed and went on shunting till the cars were tightly arranged. Next, Edward took some empty cars from the quarry. Percy was left alone. He didn't mind that a bit. He liked watching trains and being cheeky to the other engines.
Hurry!
He would call, and they got very cross. After a great deal of shunting, Percy was waiting for the signalman to set the switch so that he can go back to the yard. Percy was being rather careless and not paying attention. Edward had warned Percy, be careful on the main line. Whistle to the signalman that you are there. But Percy didn't remember to whistle, and so the busy signalman forgot him. Percy waited and waited. The switch was still against him, so he couldn't move. Then he looked along the main line. He whistled in horror, for rushing straight towards him was Gordon with the express. Oh! Groaned Gordon. Get out of my way! Percy opened his eyes. Gordon had stopped with Percy's buffers just a few inches from his own. But Percy had begun to move.
Oh, I stay here. I run away.
He puffed. He ran straight through Redwood Station and was so frightened that he ran up Gordon's Hill without stopping. After that, he was so tired, but he couldn't stop. He had no driver to shut off steam, and applied his brakes.
I want to stop. I want to stop.
He puffed. The man in the signal box saw Percy was in trouble, so he kindly set the switch. Percy puffed wearily into a nice empty siding, ending in a bank of earth. He was too tired to care now where he went.
I want stuff. I want stuff.
He puffed thankfully.
Never
Never
mind,
mind,
Percy.
Never
Percy,
mind, Percy.
Never
said
mind,
the work
Percy.
said the
Never mind.
workman as they
You
took
should,
him
Bye,
out.
Percy.
You
you should
shall
have
have
some
some
drink
nice
and
drink
some
and
coke,
things.
then
Drink
you
some
will
cola,
feel
then you'll
better.
feel
Just
better.
feel rose cold.
Presently, Gordon arrived. Well done, Percy. You started so quickly that you stopped a nasty accident.
Uh, where are we? Uh,
I'm sorry, I was a cheeky. Say that. Wait a
uh,
second.
I'm sorry I was cheeky.
Said Percy. You were clever to stop, replied Gordon. Then Gordon helped pull Percy out from the bank. The two engines are now good friends, but Percy was always most careful that whenever he goes out on the main line.
Hold on. I just unlocked the
That was
Hold
beautiful.
on. Let me
Bro,
test
Henry
something
had
out.
no lines.
What is he saying?
Henry.
I mean,
That's probably just a cameo. Oh, and if you're wondering what I'm doing,
Okay, the whistle
but
here's
works.
don't worry. This next one will have Henry will have some loins, mate.
How do you know that?
Can there be a James one?
Hey, look at this. I'm making a Wooden Railway Henry edit of what I'm planning on doing for a custom Wooden Railway Henry. So this is my plan so far. I removed the
Alright,
front
nice.
wheel and I'm going to replace it with push along wheels. And
Nobody.
then making the firebox more accurate and adding
Ew,
this
no,
little
get,
feed
no,
pipe.
kill Venti.
No, I'm not. No, I didn't add him in.
I'm gonna add a turret
Exactly.
running button.
Kill him.
Okay, so Diesel's devious deed because it landed on that.
Rusty, the entire screen is black. Never mind.
Just like
Yes!
Okay,
I called
James is
Diesel. I called
alive!
Diesel. I called Diesel.
I called
Okay.
James.
okay. So you called Diesel. Okay,
Nice
so
cookies here.
okay, so cast Nathan as Henry, obviously. Me as Gordon. Drifty as James. Liam as
Obviously.
Duck. Cheeky as Diesel, and me as the Topham Hat. So yeah, Diesel knew it was sulking. The freight cars would not stop singing rudely at him. Duck,
So,
Duck doing them with diesel. Show the world what I can do. Diesel.
I don't think that's
in
the
and out he
line.
creeps about
About
like a
Like a
big
big
black
black
weasel.
weasel.
Then he pulls the rug, checks out,
Shut
pop
up.
goes the
The
diesel.
diesel.
Duck
Shut
was
up.
Duck was horrified.
Wait on.
Duck was horrified.
When he
You
when
literally
he
just
pulls
said
the
the line
wrong
twice.
trucks.
Shut up.
He ordered and bumped them hard.
Ah! My ass.
I'm sorry our cars were rude to you, Diesel.
Diesel was still furious.
It's only your fault. You made them laugh at me.
Nonsense.
Said Henry.
Duck would never do that. We would just have our differences, but we would never talk about them to the cars. That would be
Disgraceful, said Gordon.
Disgusting.
Put in James.
despicable.
Finished
Oh god,
Henry.
damn, we haven't done those 3 lines in so
Finished
long.
Henry. Diesel hated Duck. He wanted him to be sent away, so he made a plan. He was going to tell lies about Duck. Next day, he spoke to the cars.
I see you like jokes. You made a good joke about me yesterday. I laughed and laughed.
Wait. Before you say Gordon, say Gordon, James, and Henry, even though it's not there. And then
Duck-
for Gordon again, just say Gordon, James, and Henry for when I told you. All right.
Duck told me one about Gordon, and then another one about James, and then another one about Henry squiggly diggly head ass looking so. I'll whisper it to you. Don't
He sniggered
tell
away.
Don't tell any of them.
What if we do?
Ha ha.
Guffawed the cars. Gordon will be cross with Duck
Yeah,
when he
we'll be
knows.
cross with
Let's
Duck
tell
when
him
he
to get
knows.
back at Duck
Tell
for
him to get
bumping
back
us.
at Duck for bumping us.
They
It was
laughed
the most hilarious
rudely at
one.
the engines as they went by. Soon Gordon, James, and Henry found out why. Disgraceful, said Gordon.
Disgusting with a small dick.
Put in James.
Despicable, mean.
finished Henry. We cannot allow it.
We cannot allow it.
They consulted together.
Yes.
Yes, they said.
Yes.
He did it to
He
us.
did it to us, we'll
We'll
do
do
it
it
to
to
him and
him
see
and
how
see how
Okay,
he
he
since
likes
likes
okay,
it.
it.
wait, guys. Since when was Rusty, James, Henry, and Gordon?
No,
James and Henry.
no, we say it together. So
Oh, okay.
so 3, 2, 1. We
He did it
cannot
to
allow
us,
Cannot
it.
but
allow
we would
it.
too.
Who?
Oh fuck! I messed up the line.
Oh, fuck you.
We cannot allow
We
it.
We
cannot
cannot
allow it.
allow it.
They consulted
Yes.
together. He did it.
Yes.
Yes, they said. He
He
did
did
it
Did
it
to
it
to
to
us,
us.
us,
we'll
We'll
do
do
it
it to
to
him
him
and
and
see
see
how he
how
likes
he
it.
likes it.
Duck was tired out. The cars had been cheeky and troublesome. He wanted to rest in the shed, but the 3 engines barred his way.
Keep. Oh,
Ooh!
wait, hold on. I got this. I got this.
Ooh! Ooh!
Whoosh.
Shush. Keep out.
Stop booting.
Said Duck.
I'm tired.
And
So,
so are
So are
we.
we.
hissed the engines. We're
We're
tired of
tired
you.
of you.
We like
We don't
diesel.
like diesel. Oh wait, fuck.
We like diesel. We don't like
We don't
you.
like
You.
James reveals his true colors.
You tell
You
tales about
tells
us to the
about us in
cars.
I
cars.
don't.
You do.
do.
No.
I don't.
You do.
Just admit it.
Sir Topham Hatt came to stop the noise.
I have nothing
Oh,
to
wait, guys, anyone remember this? Galloping sausage, rusty red scrap iron, old square weird.
Alright,
Grape,
alright guys,
blueberry
but we're gonna do this. Duck called me a galloping blue penis, spluttered Gordon.
rusty red penis iron.
His James.
I'm all squiggly diggly head ass looking.
I'm an old square penis.
I'm old square penis. Okay.
And then the child just comes out of
Since when
nowhere.
were you-
And he
since
called
when
me
were you
blueberry
anyways?
penis.
Fumed Henry. Well, Duck considered.
I have nothing to admit.
He said gravely.
Wait, so it is true.
Said Duck.
And you're like, I have nothing to I have nothing to admit.
He said gravely.
They are mistaken.
He made cars laugh at us.
He made cars laugh at us, especially Lightning McQueen.
Accused the engines. Sir Topham had recovered. He'd been trying not to laugh his squiggly diggly head ass himself. Did you, Duck? Did you, Duck?
Certainly not, sir. No steam engine would be as mean as that.
The Diesel solid snake lurked up. Now, Diesel, you heard what Duck said.
No, I haven't heard. But I can't understand it, sir. To think that Duck of all engines, I'm dreadfully grieved, sir. But I know nothing.
I see. I'm going to expect his little ass, said Sir Topham Hatt. Diesel squirmed and hoped he didn't.
I feel like
I'm
gonna
sorry,
be in trouble.
Duck, but you must go to Edward Station for a while. I know he'll be glad to see you.
As you wish, sir.
A duck trundled sadly away,
And you
sniffling.
waddle away.
Wait, guys. Duck trundled sadly away, crying like a little bitch, while Diesel smirked with triumph.
Pussy.
You ruined my life.
While Diesel squirmed in triumph and possibly privacy.
I hate you, Diesel. You ruined my reputation.
Can I go up?
Hello.
So it's James, Gordon, and Henry. At the top row.
Hey, Rusty, can you try to add Windy Boy in? I mean, he's a friend of mine.
Sorry,
This is Redub Saturday. We don't know if we
It's
have
Redub
any-
Saturday, not fuck with.
I mean, excuse me. Redub Friday. We all forgot.
There we go,
what
that's
day
better.
week it was.
Dunkin' Donut.
I call Duncan.
I go Duncan!
Oh, Scarlet.
Rusty,
No, if I can be Scarlet.
silence.
I'm Rusty Ramirez.
No, I
Alright,
said Renee.
hold on a second, hold on a second. Just let me go. Just let me go
I'm
find
the
the
James one.
silence, you piece of
I'll give you science.
what?
No,
Get
Okay,
a
okay, I
gun
so
to
said.
your head, you dumbass.
so Dunkin' Donuts. Where is
That's a
it?
T-Rex.
There. Oh, there we go. So,
Look how silent I will be.
Could I be Duncan?
No, I already called you.
hold on a second. Okay, so Nathan, I want to hear Scarlowy impression.
Give me a second. Uh,
James, you
give me a
stupid little
line.
bitch.
Um,
Say, I'm ashamed of you, Rusty.
And I'm
Always. If
and
your
I'm
wheels aren't whirring, you aren't being a really useful engine.
Okay, yeah, I
go
can't
piss off,
that.
Scarloy.
No,
okay,
you.
okay, so
Please let me be Duncan, please.
okay, so Cheeky, I want to hear your Duncan impression.
Okay,
I'm a
lads.
plain speaking agent,
It's
and I'm plain speaking.
Shut
I'm a
up! I said shut up. I said Cheeky Bluey too, not you.
Speak
okay.
up
I'm a
more like
Oh,
plain
shut up.
speak.
sorry.
Okay,
Okay, sorry.
Okay, I'm a plain speaking engine. I come as I will. These rotten rails are nothing, and I ain't worked with these smelly diesels.
Hmm, not
Screw
bad.
it, screw it. Good enough. Nathan, Liam, I want to hear your Renee's impression.
Give me a line.
Say Scarlowy, I hate you.
Scaloey, I hate you.
The CGI one.
Scaloey, I don't know what the CGI one is.
Scarlowy, I hate you.
Scaloey, I hate you. Well, I don't want to do the CGI one. I want to do like just a normal Reneus.
Which
Screw
Okay,
it.
is the
you
normal Reneeus?
No,
for
I
I'm
want
quality
to
eating
time.
do.
cookies right now.
Uh,
Duncan's roads
for
are rattening.
It's
He
almost
needs
the same
Victor.
than
can I just
normal
do the
ones are.
Reneus
Just
that I like to do?
Screw it. Screw it. Let's go ahead. Liam as run is Reneus. Me as Sir Topham Hat.
What about Rusty?
I wanna
Me
be
as
someone.
Rusty.
They're
Oh,
Oh,
gonna
Okay.
be some.
fucking course.
Okay.
I'm not.
Rusty as
Drip.
Rusty.
All right.
I'm
Drift.
not
All right.
surprised.
All right. All right. Screw it. Drifty or Cheeky as Rusty.
do you want
It's
to?
Cool,
gonna be me.
cool.
Hold on,
That's
do you
a
want to
trick
do
All
a
enough,
right.
mate.
Whoever
competition? Do you
answered
want
this
to do like
question for,
do you want to do a
uh,
quick competition or like comparison between like me, Cheeky, and Drifty?
okay.
What about me?
Okay. Drifty, you go first.
Uh, what type of competition are we doing?
Impression. Impression. Which
I
could do
thought you
the
said
better
you were
impression?
gonna do questions.
I said it better impression.
So,
No, no, you said questions.
Just get on with it, or you're not going to be it.
that was all you.
All right. I want to hear your impression,
Bro,
Drifty.
from the beginning and
Okay,
the
I
middle
already
of the fight,
passed.
I had my katana. And I was
No.
I
I
Cheeky,
know.
guess
Cheeky, I want to hear your impression.
for who, Rusty?
if I
Yes.
can do it, you can.
Hello, my name's Rusty. I like helping out around the rails,
Good
and
enough
well,
for good enough for me. Anyways,
well, damn.
Okay, what's your
Wait, we have to do me though, so that way we can all have like a
Liam, I
voice
want to
on.
hear your rusty impression.
He just wants to get back to the Bustle Junction. We're proper engines. We follow the rules.
problem?
Our little sleigh
Eh,
cars will
eh,
pay you back. I tried to
screw it.
warn him.
Screw it. Liam sounds more closely. And
Well,
Cheeky just
damn.
sound.
Unfortunately, all I can do is the season 9 impression.
Cheeky, you made Cheeky, you make Rusty's voice sound like Stepney, so you're gonna have to
What?
That's a bit rude, mate.
Stepney. You can't voice Rusty.
Okay, get on with it. Never mind.
Rusty, Reneus, and Scarlowy chugged cheerfully through the solar countryside. The engines were going to help Duncan with an important job at the incline. The
Yeah, not
railway.
that important.
The engines enjoyed working at the incline railway. They liked the clever way the loaded sleigh cars rode down the hill because they have nothing to watch. They don't even have a TV. I don't get paid enough for this, but they are always careful. Duncan doesn't like working at the incline railway. Why? He is always impatient to get back to the malfunction just makes him careless and gets him into lots of trouble. Literally anything could get him in trouble nowadays. Rusty
Yeah.
Duncan Rusty hoped Duncan would stay out of trouble today, but he was already in too much of a hurry,
I'm a plane speaking engine.
gruffed Duncan.
So collect your fucking slate cards and be quick about it.
Why I
And
can't?
off he steamed,
I wish I could have done that.
Pussy boats.
chuffed Rheneas.
Pussy, pussy.
Huffed
Horse
Skarloey.
stupid yellow
They,
pipe.
di- they didn't like Duncan telling them what to do.
He just wants to get back to the bustle of the junction.
Rusty said. Duncan wanted everyone to work faster.
You're supposed to be helping me,
He grumbled.
but you're slow as goddamn snails.
You were.
We're proper engines.
Rusty huffed crossly.
We
Yeah.
follow the rules. We can't send up more than 4 slate cars at a time.
Chuffed Rheneas.
Yeah, I call a matchbox really useful. Now get to work and work faster.
Said
What are
Duncan
we,
impatiently.
Steve?
Later that day, Duncan was working at the incline.
I'll show how fast a very useful engine can work.
Duncan called as he hastily biffed one of the slate cars into one another, and then another. Soon Duncan had 4 slate cars.
Nothing to it.
Wait, what?
He boasted to Rusty.
Those slate cars will pay you back.
Warned Rusty.
Slate cars don't like to be biffed.
I can handle slate cars.
He cried. The 3 little engines could see Duncan was not going to listen. They carefully tucked away from the incline with their slate cars full of slate.
Slaves.
Duncan was so impatient he became more careless.
I'll show that smelly matchbox and those lazy steamers.
He said to his driver. Be
Scotland
careful.
forever.
Careful, cautioned his driver. You're asking for trouble.
Bullshit.
And he got it. Duncan didn't notice as his chain was tangled into the coupling of the slate car in front of him. Suddenly, he was being pulled up the track by the empty slate cars.
Bouncy
Oh, how
boogie.
convenient.
He cried.
They got me.
Duncan's driver jumped clear. You're on your own, Duncan.
Wow,
Ru-
that sounds like
Fuck
convenient.
you.
I tried to warn him.
Rusty
Fuck
returned to
you.
see Duncan being pulled up the incline.
No matter
I tried to
where
warn him.
he brings,
Said Rusty.
don't we stare at
But
me.
he never listens. He's a
This
piece
is
of
my
garbage.
kingdom come.
The
Yes,
little
yes,
Diesel's
I'm-
driver said.
But
This is our kingdom come.
But the chain pulling Duncan's slate cars couldn't hold the weight. It suddenly snapped. Duncan plummeted down the incline.
Help!
And into a puddle of shit.
He said. He
Oh
said.
no, he's dying.
Good.
Duncan felt foolish and very wet. When Sir
so
Topham
gay.
had arrived, he spoke severely to Duncan.
That's
You
what
have
she
not
said.
been a responsible engine, he said. Your impatience has caused confusion and delay, and you owe these engines an apology.
I hope you all die in your sleep.
Duncan said to Rusty, Rene, and Skarloey. Once you've been repaired, Sir Topham had said, you will work in the incline until you learn to be patient and useful,
How about you eat a salad for once?
said Duncan. In the end.
Can I just
He never listened.
say something?
I have no
He
idea.
never learned.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
What?
Duncan felt foolish and very wet.
Oh, how convenient.
That's what she.
I wonder why.
How convenient.
Why is Duncan wet?
Yeah, Duncan shat himself.
Wait, we already did. We already did all at sea. Never mind.
Then let's do another Skarloey episode.
No, I
Well,
want to do a James episode.
No, I
Wait,
want
guys.
I want a James episode.
Narrow Cage.
Wait, no, let's
Yes.
do a
Wait, why don't
James,
Wait,
James
Wait, why
supremacy.
don't we? Why
Better
don't we do a
late
Thomas
than never.
episode? Why don't we
No, let's do a
Literally,
tug
you
episode.
never-
Let's do munitions.
It's not Tuesday. We can't do tugs.
Wait,
Wait, what?
can we actually
But we don't have
find
the
a-
crybaby, aka Edward, so we can do tugs.
Wait,
There's actually a
Charles,
lot more.
Charles.
There's actually a lot more transcripts now.
Charles,
Yes.
does the actual transcript of
He used to
munitions
say his real
actually
name.
exist?
Of
No,
course he
Charles is my OC name.
Oh, right, I forgot.
Never mind. But by the way, I think I'm gonna go now, and since
Okay,
I'm not gonna be part of it anymore,
kill yourself, I
what's up,
guess.
monkey?
Rusty in the boulder. Rusty in the boulder. Rusty in the boulder.
Why don't we have Thomas Pershing the Dragon?
Okay, so Thomas Percy. Wait a minute.
God damn it.
Foreign.
Foreign.
Forgian.
Forgan.
Forgian.
Gordon goes Forgan.
Gordon goes Forgian.
Gordon becomes a foreign. No, it's not even how you spell foreigner.
Um. Okay. Bold out, and
Rock and roll.
rock and wait. That's not a season 5 episode.
Oh. Neither is Bold Out.
Um. Bold
That's a season
out.
4 episode.
Bold out is
Rusty in the boulder.
That's a
Rusty
season
in the
4
boulder.
episode.
Oh, also,
Why is
Gordon,
everything all about
Gordon
bowls
becomes
now?
Gordon
How is
goes
Better Late
foreign
Than
is
Never
actually
on
a
there?
season
Balls.
2
What are we,
episode.
why are we
no.
talking about balls?
No, this is
No,
what
I'm
this.
talking about bowls, like Super Bowls
Wait,
and
guys,
stuff.
this is what I named
No, I
Rusty in
think
the
the
Boulder.
balls.
Rusty and the Gordon
Rusty in the Gordon
face.
face.
I'm not terrified.
These nuts?
Do you guys remember Rusty? Do you guys
Got
remember
it.
Rusty? Do you guys remember Rusty and the Fat Boulder?
Yes.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh wow, the fun excitement!
Rusty and the Gordon face.
Oh wow,
Rusty
fun
and
and
the
excitement
Gordon.
episode! I get to
I already know
scream.
that I basically
I
can't
get to
voice
scream
anyone.
my lines.
Wait, what about Rusty and the Gordon face, Pat?
Well, screw this. I'm leaving. Bye.
Okay, F you.
Oi! Yeah, I get to scream my lines. Oh wait, my family's here. I don't want them to come into my room.
Then I can do your lines.
Oh,
No,
then I
I
can.
can.
Yeah.
I can just pretend to scream.
Well, then I can do that.
How can you? Okay, how can
Nobody
you?
has to
Liam,
deal
hey,
with
Liam,
Rusty
Liam.
and Rheneas. He
Wait,
doesn't
one
need Percy.
Hey, Liam,
No. I'm Rusty and Rheneas and Percy.
can I be Rheneas for once?
Can I be
Are
Percy?
you sure?
Yes, you can be you can be Rusty.
Okay, fine.
And I can be Percy.
I'll let you have Rheneas, but I'm still keeping Percy.
Okay, because Percy and Rusty is your
Percy is literally
children.
me.
Then I call Edward and Thomas.
Wait, do Percy, Rusty, Scarlo, and Rheneas know about the Gordon face?
No, but anyways, Cheeky as Thomas and Edward, Liam
I
as
feel like
Percy,
it's watching me.
Nathan as Scarloe, me as Rheneas, and Liam as Rusty as well. But anyways,
And now get the
me as
faction
top,
boulder. Oh.
me as top of hat. So, on the island of Soder, high up in the mountains, was a mysterious boulder. It had stood alone for a long time. But one day, workmen arrived to build a quarry on the land below.
Can you not sound like Bob Ross?
Yeah,
Rust-
can you not sound like Bob Ross? This isn't
Rust-
Bob Ross. This is Cock Ross.
I was trying to do Alec Baldwin impression, but anyways,
Oh my God.
Rusty,
Oh my God,
Rusty the little diesel, met Thomas and Percy.
The fuck?
That's a reference. Where's all this rock coming from?
Asked Percy.
The new quarry.
Replied Rusty.
This mountain rock is good for many things, although it's dangerous up here
Why?
Asked Thomas, the tank engine.
because of a big boulder. I think it's watching me.
Said Rusty nervously.
How can it be? Boulders don't have eyes.
No, but see,
Oh,
Rusty,
sorry. Well, Percy, but there's something strange about this one.
just then, Edward the blue engine was delivering a new piece of machinery from the
What's
quarry.
What's that?
Asked Rusty.
It's called
Humper.
Humper.
Apparently.
Apparently,
Not this YouTube again!
Not again!
Not again.
Tons of
Okay.
Trackmasters would absolutely be.
You stole that joke.
It's
from
called
Rusty
Thumper
and
without the
Fat
T.
Mulder.
Okay, but anyways, let's try this again.
it's called Humper. Apparently, it collects a lot of cock, especially the rocks cock faster.
Rock.
Replied Edward.
Wesley,
Huh?
I'm pretty sure that's not better. I think that's actually worse.
Thumper was working hard.
That's what she said.
The men were pleased, but no one
That's what
bothered to.
she said.
That's what she said.
But no
Oh
one
my
bothered
god,
to check
please
Boulder
stop.
when it rained. The workmen went away. Rusty gazed up and shivered. Above stood Boulder. Suddenly, a large slab of rock landed on the rails. Rusty was shocked. Driver was concerned.
Hold on, Rusty. I
It's
want to
bet
do a
we
funny
best
yarn.
leave until the weather's better. The land loosens some of this rock.
Oh.
I think it's Boulder wanting us to go away.
The next day, the sun shone. Thumper was working harder than ever.
That's what she said.
Suddenly, Rusty noticed something.
Boulder's moving.
Don't be daft. It can't, said the driver. But it could.
It's rolling along our line.
We'll stop.
Insert that one season 5 runaway theme.
We'll stop here till the boulder passes by, said the driver. But the
Not that
boulder
one.
was nowhere to be
Oh,
seen.
which
Oh
one?
no! It's behind us. Just ahead. Just ahead, they saw a junction. One line went uphill. Boulders thundered
I
past.
would get it.
Meanwhile, Scarloey was making his way up to the quarry. Then he saw Boulder.
Just start swearing. Start swearing.
Nathan. Scarloey.
Nathan, just
Fuck. Fuck.
Boulder was catching up fast,
We must run the yards.
shouted Scarloey.
yes, but how?
Called Rusty. Boulder rounded a bend, and there ahead was Rheneas. It's running loose, yelled Rheneas. His driver drove him back as fast as he could. Hurry! Hurry! Better smash than a squash, sighed his driver. At the yards, Percy was collecting in trucks. Then he heard Boulder,
Oh no, he's trying for me.
squeaked Percy. Then Sir Topham had expected the damage. He decided to close the mine. Then he looked at Boulder. We should have left this portion of the island alone. They moved Boulder to a hill close by the yards. Rusty assured that on a clear night it is gazing up at the mountain, and that its eyes are being carried on the wind to where it once used to stand, proud and silent. I wonder if Rusty is right. Don't you? No, don't you? No!
No.
Ba, 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 ba,
He's like, don't you? Don't you? No. Don't you?
Hey,
no.
Rusty, have you met
You-
Rusty? Because it would have been nice.
Yeah. Have you met Rusty?
Maybe. Okay, so it landed
Don't
on.
you-
What the
Better-
hell's with the microphone
Yes,
quality,
no,
or is it
yes,
just me?
Yes. No.
Yeah. What happens to your microphone quality? Even mine's better than that shit.
I don't know. But
What the hell's
anyway.
with the microphone? It sounds like it's on fire.
Yeah, it sounds like something's on fire. What?
But
what
now,
are you?
better late than
Maybe
never.
he's in Thomas's firebox.
This firebox
Actually,
is on fire.
because I'm rolling it. I'm rolling a wooden railway clear to go around.
But seriously, like,
Oh,
how
wait,
the heck can
wait.
a firebox be on fire?
A Plyrel
That's
what?
considered an emergency.
No, not a play rail. Wooden
Can we do it,
railway
James?
Clarabelle.
Okay, so better late than never. Cheeky as Thomas, Nathan as Henry, Drifty as James, and Liam as Birdie. Me as the narrator as always. The engines were finding life difficult. Workmen were mending the viaduct on the main line. The arches needed strengthening. Sir Topham did not want to close the railway while work was done, and so repairs took a long time. The engines had to take great care when crossing the viaduct, and the delay often made them late on their journey to the junction where they knew Thomas would be ready to collect his passengers. Thomas grew crosser and crosser. Cheeky.
Cheeky.
Jiggy.
Can I do his lines if he's AFK?
Cheeky's dead. Cheeky's dead.
Che-
Time's time.
He grumbled.
Why should I keep my passengers waiting while Henry and James fuck on the bridge all day?
Don't blame me.
Snorted Henry.
If we hurry to cross the viaduct, we might get fucked. And then you'd have no passengers at all. What would you do then?
Henry, I know you're fucking trees on the bridge, and I would run my bridge line at time for once.
retorted Thomas, and he hurried away before Henry could answer. Bertie was impatient too. He was timed to arrive just after Thomas. His passengers found that instead of going straight from the bus to the train, they were kept waiting till Thomas arrived. Soon Bertie grew across with Thomas.
Late again?
He remarked as Thomas panted wearily in.
We may be friends, but I thought you could go fast, Thomas. It's time we had another race. I reckon we can beat you now.
Thomas let off steam loudly.
Rubbish!
He hissed fiercely.
It's those mainline engines. They did a battle on the bridge, and then I get blamed by the factory controller, and then they blame their workmen. Meanwhile, Henry's fucking a tree, and James is just watching porn on his phone that he just got.
Hey, I'm
Wha-
watching Molly.
One day, James was later than ever at the junction.
I'm sorry, Thomas.
He puffed.
Oh, fuck, I forgot. I was hoping up at the station by Molly and Emily, and the viaduct made it fucking worse.
Bullshit, and it's
wait.
lucky for you I'm a guaranteed connection.
Grumbled Thomas. Before James could answer, he puffed importantly away.
Wait, Thomas? Whatever.
Come along.
He panted to the coaches. Annie and Clarabelle did their best, but Thomas soon found he couldn't save much time. Suddenly, Thomas saw Bertie ahead. His radiator was steaming.
What's the matter?
Asked Thomas.
Um,
Oh, by the way, there is
Cheeky. Asked
oh,
Thomas.
Cheeky.
You should be at the station by now. You're late.
I feel dreadful.
Moaned Bertie.
All upset inside.
In what
And my
context
driver
was-
says... All upset inside. And my driver says he can't make me better. Thank goodness you're late too. Can you take my passengers, please? They'll never get home otherwise.
The reason why his driver can make him better is because he can get a blowjob.
Chicky.
No.
Agreed
No, do it
Thomas.
seriously.
He now
I said
Do
no.
it seriously.
I said no.
Please.
I said no.
agreed
please do it
Thomas.
seriously
He
now?
now felt sorry for Bertie. Not
No, I
really.
didn't.
And promised to get help at the next station.
I will
Thomas
murder
set
all
off
your
again.
passengers with all my heart.
Already, he felt much more cheerful, and Bertie's passenger traveling in Annie and Clarabelle, and reached home safely. When Bertie was better, he came to thank Thomas.
I'm sorry I teased you about being late.
Fuck you. I don't accept your apology. Go down.
Replied Thomas.
Fine, no sympathy.
For the last cheerful greeting, the two friends went back to work.
Wait, Rusty, can we please do one that has a lot of James? I need the James. The
You don't need
James
James. You
brain.
don't
Oh my
need
god,
James.
oh my god, okay. When Birdie puffs up, when what?
What?
When Birdie bosses away, you say that funny line.
Gordon becomes a foreigner. That's
No. Say that funny line. It was
Please. No.
You already know I'm Stepney. No, but no.
You are-
It's Andrew, but.
you already
I
know
guess
that-
I'll be the guy who. I guess I'll be the diva.
What?
There's probably.
I don't understand. I think it should be either
Nathan, you already know.
Nathan.
What?
You already know, because in bold out, it's Gordon, James, and Henry saying disgraceful disgusting.
Despicable!
Disgusting.
Disgraceful!
Despicable!
Okay.
Disgusting.
Alright, so cast
No.
member.
It makes more sense for Nathan or Rusty to be like. I think Nathan would be a good class 40.
Why do they always get to be class 40? It doesn't
Wait,
matter.
but hold on a second. Here's my.
Because they
Wait,
have
guys.
resources. And
Alright,
they
so.
match.
Okay, so here's mine. Not mad, I've seen worse. At least you're all clean. It's not your fault, but your Sir Topham hat should scrap you and replace you with
I
engines
just want
like
to say,
me.
when he said it's not your fault, I immediately thought of Toy Freddy for some reason.
What the hell?
It's not your fault, but your Sir Topham hat should scrap you and get engines like me.
Wait, hold
A
on,
fill
hold on.
of
I
oil.
just found something. I just found something really cool.
If you're gonna do something like JJ, I am gonna kill you. The fuck are you watching?
You see that?
What are you
What
watching?
the heck? Yeah,
I
what
animated
is?
the
No,
breakdancing
I'm
What the hell did I just
You see
see?
this? You see
And
this?
here.
What the
hell?
What the heck?
Okay, let's pretend we didn't see that.
Let's
Cheeky
pretend
Blue,
like
Cheeky
we
Bluey
didn't
2
see
as
that, and we
Thomas.
just saw Marty and James absolutely having a fun time.
So me, Drifty and Henry. I mean me, Drifty and Nathan as
Me,
Gordon,
Drifty,
Henry,
and
and James,
Henry. Hold on,
and as
hold on,
okay,
Rusty. Me, Drifty, and Henry. Rusty is a Gordon. Drifty is James. Henry is Nathan.
okay. So me as Donald and Douglas. I want to do Donald and Douglas this time, and me
I'm gonna
as
be the
You
inspector.
want? Wait. You want to do Donald and Douglas now?
yes, I want to do Douglas and Donald and
I'm
Douglas.
gonna be the inspector.
You want to do?
Okay,
He's
I'll be
gonna
Sir
have
Top.
a Romanian accent.
I'm Gordon, Donald, and Douglas, and Sir Topham Hatt. Drifty as James and the inspector.
Inspector.
Liam as Stepney and Purse
What?
Purse
No,
and Duck.
no.
Okay.
No wait, Drifty as Cheeky as Stepney and Tom Tom and Eddie and Nathan as Henry.
But what about
Everyone
let's-
gets to get 2 or 3 characters. I only get fucking one. Fine.
Screw
Oh boy, Nathan, at
screw
least
it.
you get more
I'm
voice
sorry.
time.
class 40?
Okay,
Bro, I
Nathan,
fucking I only get one.
Liam, can Nathan voice Duck just this once?
No,
You
class
have to
40.
say yes or else
Class
you're
40.
grounded.
Class 40.
Screw it.
be
Nathan
Duck.
as class 40, me as Gordon, and Donna and Douglas. So let's begin. 70's visit to the Tom Hanks Railway was coming to an end. We shall miss you. Oh, we shall miss you, said Sir Topham Hatt. Then he turned his attention to all the other engines. My railway is busy, and I am pleased to see with you. But you need help. A diesel is all that's available. Please do your best to avoid any disturbances.
What does that mean?
Whispered Duck.
Hold on.
That means this diesel.
Stop. I messed it up.
God
What
damn
does
it.
that? What does that mean?
Whispered Duck.
That means this diesel is difficult and doesn't have any women, aka hoes.
Snapped
It's
James.
single.
And
in
he
other
was,
words.
and he was, and didn't. The diesel surveyed the shed.
Not bad. I've seen worse. At least you're.
Dude, why do you remind me of that? Dude, you remind me of that one guy from that one show, but I forgot his name.
God damn it, you messed me up.
Not bad. I've seen worse. At least you're all clean. The engine glared.
It's not your fault. Master Topham Hatt should scrap you and get engines like
Alright,
me.
guys, I gotta go.
Oh my god.
See ya, Tiki.
Alright, bye.
Oh, Cheeky's
A
leaving.
feel of oil, a touch on the starter, and I'm off. No butter, no waiting. They'll have to fuss around you for hours before you're ready.
Hey Victor, can you voice Stepney in
Wait, can I voice
Cheeky's
Stephanie?
place?
Sure, Rusty.
Percy, you have too many characters.
Hold on, Victor, I got a question.
Understandable.
Why do you always have, like, a specific amount of days until you're this specific age?
I don't know, but I mean, like, I was 13, and Rusty is 12. He will be 13 in January 27th.
But
Is
why
that
do we
right?
need to know that? Why can't you just be like, hey guys, it's my birthday in the
Yeah.
94 days?
Yeah. By the way, Drifty, I'm 13, and Rusty is 12. He should be 13 in next year, right, Rusty?
January
Everyone will be
27th.
a different
Anyways,
agent the next year.
hey guys, let's get started with the redub, shall we?
The
We already
engines,
did.
the engines glared. Oh
That's
right, we.
fucking bullshit.
The engines were furious. Next morning, they held an indignation meeting. Disgraceful, mumbled Gordon.
Disgusting! How dare he say that we will get depressed by a fat blob aka him?
But guys, can we do it in the Michelangelis impression?
No.
Disgraceful, mumbled Gordon.
Disgusting.
No, like said James.
Oh, disgusting!
Disgusting.
Disgusting! Disgusting!
No, like, or like, wait, guys.
Disgusting.
Disgraceful, mumbled Gordon. Disgusting, said James. Despicable, spluttered
Okay,
Henry.
that's how we do it. Okay.
To say such things to what? Okay, so let's try that again. But
wait, Rusty.
normally.
Rusty.
Disgraceful, mumbled Gordon.
Disgusting!
Said James.
Despicable.
Shouted. Wait, guys. Shouted Henry.
No.
To say such things to us, cried Donald and Douglas. It's to teach him a lesson we've been wanting. Now, how do we do it?
I just
Chance.
broke my goddamn throat
Wait,
just
Rusty,
saying despicable
Rusty,
as loud as I
Rusty.
could.
Rusty,
Yes.
Rusty,
Yes,
what
Victor.
character? Rusty, what character should I voice?
Stephanie.
No one.
Step.
Oh, okay.
Why
Liam
did
is
you
step.
say?
Vector.
Oh,
Liam
come on.
step-
Why did
Liam-
you,
wait,
Nathan,
hold
why
on a
did you
second.
say-
You get to be Thomas saying "freak you" in the background. But anyways,
Okay.
Liam is
Hold on.
Liam.
Before we go again, Nathan, why did you sound like you said Stefani and not Stephanie?
Oh, no.
Name is
What the
engine.
fuck? Nathan?
Okay, Liam
I have
Liam
weird
has
humor
stepped
and
me.
laughter.
Liam has
Oh
stepped
wow,
me.
I'm a famous
You have a
engine.
weird penis.
Their chance came sooner than expected. The diesel was purring comfortably. An inspector watched the fitter making the final adjustments. The wind tugged the inspector's hat. The diesel was ready.
Look at me, Duck and Stephanie. Now I'll show you something, you single-headed virgins.
He rolled proudly towards his coaches. Then it happened.
Oh,
Shaking and spluttering, the diesel stopped. Meanwhile, the inspector was looking for his hat. The diesel seethed with fury as Duck and Stebney pushed him back to the shed.
My hat!
Explained the inspector.
You you sucked it through your mouth like if you're sucking
You
my.
sucked it up your ass.
Bother your hat, said Sir Tom Hat. The heavy
Bother
trains
yourself.
drew out. You'll have to take it, Duck. Stebney, will you help, please? Liam and Stebney.
I know.
I thought Victor
Thank
was
you, sir.
Stephanie.
Okay.
Cried Stebney.
Alright.
Thank you, sir. Right, Stephanie.
Not that type of crying, you dumbass.
I know, I'm joking. Oh,
Okay.
Don't worry.
Cried.
Thank you, sir. I like a good long run on my last day.
The engines were soon ready. Gordon will take over halfway, so the train can get there. Good luck,
Don't worry.
smiled Stebney.
We'll get there and be early too.
The cavalcade moved carefully over the rails and out onto the open line.
Now for a sprint.
Puffed Stebney,
I'm ready when you are.
replied Duck, and soon they were whizzing through Edward Station. At the next, they charged at Gordon's Hill beyond. They felt a drag of the. They felt the.
Hey, look at the chat. Look at the chat.
What happened?
Ew.
What?
Just
What happened?
There's a
I don't get it.
What happened?
Banner.
Oh God, no! That I got from your
Oh
channel.
God! Why? Your balls are tiny if you read.
I told you, Nathan, your balls are tiny.
No.
oh right, the original voice actor for Stebney is back. Okay, so replied Duck. Soon they were whizzing through Edward Station. At the next, they charged at Gordon's Hill beyond. They felt the drag of the heavy coaches. It was hard work. That's what
Jesus
she
Christ,
said.
what are Indy's coaches?
At last, they were running smoothly
Children.
along the line toward the station. "Hello, you're early! Hello, you're early!" cried Gordon. "That's one of the headlamp for old Diesel."
James says he's sick as boiler sludge and sulking in the shed.
"Serves
Meanwhile, you
him
just
right
hear
for
the fast
saying we're
forward
out of date."
swearing while James is laughing his ass
I
off.
didn't say anything. What do you mean?
"Serves him right for saying we're out of date." And Gordon
Hey, I
chortled
didn't say
away.
anything. What do you
N-
mean? Said James in the shed.
Next day, everyone came to say goodbye to Stepney.
Come
"Come
back and
back and
see us
see us
soon.
Come back
soon,"
and see us
whistled the
soon.
engines.
I hate
Come
you,
back and see
Stephanie.
us soon.
See ya soon.
And you're always welcome on my Bluebell Railway too, despite it's Lily on Sodor, but we don't talk about that.
Replied
Except for
Stepney, and
James.
then he
Say
puffed
except for
away.
James.
"What about
And
Diesel?"
then we never saw him having a speaking role ever again.
"What about
Yes, he
Diesel?"
did.
"He slipped out and no one was looking,
Diesel?
but he
I thought
left
it was
two
class
things."
40.
Class
No,
4
Nathan, you were wrong with your 20 line. It's
and what
actually
about class 40?
Stephanie gets lost.
He
Is
slipped
what
out
it's
and
from.
no one was looking, but he left two things behind: a rather nasty smell and a battered bowler hat.
Give me my hat, said the
They're
inspector.
telling you the only reason he
Fuck your
failed is because he
hats,
got
as
raped
you're
by
talking
a
that.
so he got
Okay,
raped.
now everyone, we're down to our last two episodes.
And
Please
Gordon
be
be-
dirty objects.
Please don't be dirty objects.
Why
Please
do
be
you
dirty
hate
objects.
dirty objects?
Not
That's
that.
like that's
Oh,
Dirty
I
object.
call dibs on James.
I called
You already
Papa.
are, James.
I know, but just in case someone wants to steal him.
I am always going to be Percy.
Hey Nathan, I mean not Nathan, Rusty, can I be the fat controller for just this once?
yes, you can.
Ah.
Alright.
Okay, so James in a mess or dirty objects.
It's just dirty objects.
Dirty like my dick.
What?
What?
Dirty minded. That's what the title should be.
Okay, so
Dirty.
Make as many jokes as you can in this episode.
I
James.
don't try, Nathan. Trust
All right, let's do this. James.
When was Gordon ever mentioned in this?
Okay, Drifty as James.
As
Liam as Percy. Nathan as Toby, and Sir Topham Hatt as Cheeky, or Cheeky as Sir Topham Hatt. Toby and Henrietta were enjoying their new honeymoon on the island of Sodor, but they do look old-fashioned, like Edward, and they did need new paint. James was always rude whenever he saw them.
Yeek! What dirty, stupid
ew,
wooden
look at that,
objects
look
that
at
don't
that,
have even
guys,
spokes on our
guys,
base of
guys,
just wooden
guys,
houses?
guys,
And shut up, Victor.
Guys, there's an imposter out of Nathan in the live chat. Ew.
Yeah, no one fucking cares. Anyways, continue, James. Yeah. Wait, can I see my line again? I got distracted.
We're getting lol. We are
Wait, Rusty, can I see my gun again? I got distracted.
Okay, there you go. You can.
I missed that jump.
I can't. It's lagging. It's not showing it, Rusty. There we go. Yuck! What dirty, stupid wooden boxes that they call objects that are apparently engines. How are these even engines? They're trams. They're...
I think you're confused between the thing engines and trams, but
He would
Why are
say.
you-
He said. Toby asked. Toby!
Tobias!
I already said my line. Do I have to say it again?
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
James?
He asked.
Why the fuck are you blood red? Are you a murderer?
Why the fuck are you doo-doo brown? Plus, I am a splendid engine.
Answered James.
Ready for anything? You never see my paint dirty. Well, except that one time,
Oh,
that one time,
that's-
and this one time, and that one time,
Okay,
and a
shut
lot
the
of times.
fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I said shut the fuck up.
said
Go
Toby
on it,
earnestly.
go on, God.
Be quiet. That's why you once needed bootlaces to be ready, I suppose. And I guess that's what complained for you, son of a bitch.
Oh, you stupid son of a.
I
James
already
went
said that.
redder.
You can't copy out of me.
Ooh,
Now get out of
James
here, you nigger ass.
boom
James
roasted.
went redder than James went redder than ever and snorted off. It was such an insult to be reminded of the time he needed a bootlace to mend his back penis. And needed to mend a hole in his coach's couplings. At the end of the line, James left his bitches at is and got ready for his
I'll
next
come
train.
back, you bitches.
It was slow. It was a slow freight, stopping at every station to pick up and set
Every
down cars.
station.
James hated slow freight trains. He hated
Dirty
them
cores from dirty sidings, dirty cores from dirty puddings, dirty cores from dirty minded. Yuck.
but not as much as he hated not letting Molly give him the. You know what? I said too much.
The reason why that is, little audience, said James, was because there's a certain blue engine that is about to kill me at this second that also voices me.
Starting in only a few, he picked up more and more cars at each station until he had a long train. At first, the freight cars behaved well, but James bumped them so crossly that they were determined to get back at
Go
him.
over there.
Presently, they approached the top of Gordon's Hill. The heavy freight cars halted here to set the brakes. James had an accident with cars before and should have remembered this. "Wait, James, wait," said his driver, but James wouldn't wait. He was too
No!
busy thinking about what he would say to Toby when they next met. The
He was
freight
also thinking
cars,
about Molly for no fucking reason.
Oh,
the
shut
freight
that
car,
wooden box. That splendid engines are good.
the freight
Yeah,
car's
God.
chance had come. Hurrah! Hurrah!
Hurrah! Hurrah!
They banged their buffers. They pushed him down the hill. On! Yelled the freight cars.
I've got to stop! I got to stop! I got to. I got to put my thing in Molly. Ah!
Groaned James. They thundered through the station. Disaster lay ahead. Some-
Insert the James carrying himself.
Something sticky splashed all over James. He had run into
That's
two
what she
tar
said.
wagons. He
What
had
color
run
was
into
it?
two tar wagons and was black from smoke box to cab. He was
Racist.
more
Wait, that
dir-
looks like my original version. I guess it's not white paint. Then
He
dirt,
was
'cause
more
the
dirty. He was more dirty than her. But the tar wagons had and some cars were all to pieces. Toby and Percy were sent to help and as quickly as they could.
Look at this motherfucker, Percy.
Explained Toby.
Whatever is that dirty little penis?
Said Percy. I said,
No, that's me. I'm Percy.
all right.
That's James, you know.
It's James's shape,
Said Toby.
but James is a splendid virgin, and you'll never see his paint dirty.
James pretended
Oi,
he hadn't
don't you
heard.
remember that one time I was black in the
Toby
railway
and
series?
Toby and
I
Percy
wasn't
cleared
fucking
away.
there at the time, you bitch.
Toby and Percy cleared away the unheard cars and helped James home. Sir Topham had met them. Cheeky.
He dead,
Hold
boy.
Hold on, no, I got, give me a second. This will wake him up. Just give me 1 second.
Oh, dude.
And
We can stop that, man. We can stop that.
Cheeky.
Oh god. Oh god.
okay, well,
Wait,
he's dead.
I'm
Let me
playing-
try that again,
Hold on,
but
I'm playing Wooden
but
Rally.
with something better. Trust me.
I'm playing Wooden Rally Room right now, and I see it. I see a line that goes straight into a shredder.
Bro,
Hold on,
look
I
at
got this.
that.
Can
Why
you
would you
kill
shred your
that guy,
1998
please?
Someone
Wooden
said
Rally
the
Room?
N-word.
I blocked him.
Stop
Okay,
it.
wait, guys. I'm pretty sure that this will bring Cheeky back. Just listen.
Okay, I'm back.
You just got coconut mode. Share this with all your
That's what Cheeky said. Okay, I'm back.
Fucking
Cheeky
hell,
just
he's
plays. I mean, Drake just plays that.
Okay, but anyways, Cheeky, here's your line.
Well,
Cheeky.
Percy and Shelby.
Chicken!
Cheeky!
I just
He
said
turned.
that.
He turned to
Well,
James.
Frank, you're letting your truck run away. I am surprised. You're not fit to be seen. You must be clean at once. Toby Sharver, new coach's pink.
Nathan.
Tobias the Dark Force.
Please, sir, could Henrietta and could let me repeat that. Please, fat man, could Henrietta and I have one too?
Said
Can
Toby.
Henrietta?
Fuck
Certain.
no, what do you think? No, you lucky you got a roof over your head, boy.
You don't even got a roof on your head at your house anymore, bitch.
All James could do was watch Toby, and as he ran off happily with the news.
I will still be shinier than you.
At least I don't have to deal with my paint dirty.
At least I don't look ugly.
At least I'm not black.
That's
Whoa,
racist, man.
Toby,
Plus you
that's
are brown.
yes.
I'm not sure if
Finally,
you realize that the brown and black aren't the same.
Yo.
yay! We finally got to Gordon Goes Far In.
Yeah.
A lost episode. Let's read the Railway Series one.
I don't know.
Yo, the points just switched on my express coaches.
I called the foreigner.
Somehow. Wait. Hold on. I want to share my screen real quick. Wait. The points switched on my coaches, and now I'm hanging off, and I'm about to die.
I hope you will.
I'm
die.
about to fall to my death because the points switched on my coaches. Everybody and the coaches are dead. No, share my screen. What if I just?
He's hanging on for dear life.
I'm gonna slowly uncouple things until I fall completely.
He's
Oh my
hanging off for dear life.
Uncouple your tender. Now uncouple
3,
your life.
2.
Okay, I actually can't.
Okay, never mind.
Screw it, we don't have a transcript, so we're just gonna have to go based on what we,
What the
seen in
fuck,
story.
man? Okay, fine.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
I have the
Okay,
Railway
so-
Series books.
Screw it. Put the
We'll do it
trans
from what we know.
more
You don't know the script, do you?
Why is there smudger in a mouse hole?
Railway Serious is
Railway Serious.
Gordon Goes Far In. Gordon Goes Foraging transcript.
Did you just say forging?
I'm forging metal.
Okay, so
Can I be Big
Well, I
City
found an
Engine?
adaption transcript. If you want to use that.
How about Nathan be Big City Engine? He barely has any characters voice.
It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry, you devour.
Then take what's ours.
I get
Hey,
somewhere
guys,
in my
I got a
village,
question.
my culture bringing with strength and change the game source, and I want the freaking name.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
are you in your
Bert.
Christmas break?
Yeah.
I am.
I'm not. Mine is on the 23rd.
Wait.
Wow, you're sad.
Wait, what
Yeah,
happened?
You
Wait,
sad
what
little
happened?
bitch.
Wait, what
I
happened?
know.
Wait, what
I'll
There's-
happened?
play Grunt and Madness until
Christmas
Rusty
break
gets his shit up.
isn't until like I don't know when, like the 23rd on Drifty's side, like
yeah.
Drifty's in.
What?
Oh no, Bert!
Alright,
Bert's Dixon.
lots of people travel.
Look what happened to
Okay,
Bert.
okay,
What
lots
happened to
of wait, guys, lots of people travel to the station at the end of the line. These engines.
That
stay
single
the night.
line just reminded me of a line from Calling All Engines.
Wait, look! No, look at my
Engine.
screen, look at my
Wait,
screen.
guys. Engines from the other railways sometimes pull their trains. These engines stay the night and go
Is
home
Stephanie
the next
included?
day. Gordon was talking one day to one of these. When I was young and green, I remember going to London. Do you know the place? The station's called King's Cross.
Before I do my voice, does anyone have a transcript, or am I gonna have to say it from scratch?
No, guys. No, look at my screen. Please.
Okay.
I'll grab my Railway Series. I'll grab my Railway Series book and do my lines there. See this?
Screw it. This is the episode. We're just gonna read up Gordon Goes Far In, but this is the episode, the actual episode.
Be right back.
Just
I'm gonna grab my relative book.
okay.
You know what? Why don't I grab my Railway Series book and we read off of what I have on the page?
Too late.
So
Somebody.
my book. I'm gonna go grab my. I'm gonna go find the page. It's like the pages it's on, real quick. Not that far. One was his dome. Twin engines.
Imagine if
Hey,
we had
Rusty,
the
I got a
entire.
question.
Imagine if we
Yeah.
had the entire Gordon Goes
So,
story ripped off.
since you had made a redub in one of the Speedway Sunday streams, does that mean that we get to do a gaming thing in one of your redub streams?
I don't know.
What?
Definitely not.
Hold on, give me a second.
There's 8 famous engines. Oh, Gordon goes forward! Gordon goes forward!
Oh god, this looks absolutely horrifying if you want to look on my screen.
Alright, I'm gonna see.
Let's see.
I searched up Google, and there's apparently a thing called James Goes Foreign.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay.
But then, all
Rusty,
right.
Rusty.
But anyways,
My
can
screen,
you?
please.
Okay.
I want to
then-
show something horrifying. This
Alright,
looks
alright.
absolutely fucking horrifying.
I've seen that before.
I watched the video that I was originally on.
I haven't seen this one before. I love Percy's face for some reason.
Why is the reindeer getting hanged?
I have no idea.
He's getting hanged
It's
over.
supposed
Oh,
to.
He just threw it in the trash. There's Santa.
Poor Santa, he doesn't know that his reindeer are dead.
Wait, hold up. Wait, can you tell her to send me the song?
Bro, what the
Dumpster
hell,
diving.
boy?
But
I
anyways,
just saw something at the last second. What was
but,
that?
but
hold
anyways,
on. What?
Liam, can you type the script in?
Well,
Type
I'll just tell you. I'll just tell you. Okay. Lots of people travel to the big station at the end of the line. Engines from the other railways sometimes pull their trains. These engines stay the night and go home the next day. Gordon was talking to one of these engines.
Okay, so I'll do that.
So you did that.
Okay,
Gordon,
so 3.
Gordon says when I was young and green.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So, okay, lots of people travel to the stations at the end of the line. At the ends of the line, seeing these and sometimes engines from the other railway sometimes pull their trains. These engines stay the night and go home the next day. Gordon was talking one day to one of these. When I was young and green, he said, I remember going to London. Do you know the place? The station's called King's Cross.
Who's Big City
King's
Engine?
Cup.
Nathan, you said Nathan was Big City Engine.
Yeah, Nathan was Big City Engine. Nathan,
Nathan!
Then
Nathan,
does me make the rules.
you
Big
say
City
you
Engine
say
line.
you say King's Cross, Longins Euston. Everyone knows that.
King's Cross? The station's name's Euston. Everyone knows that.
Rubbish.
Said Duck.
London's Paddington. I know. I worked there.
They argued till they went to sleep, and they argued when they woke up. They were still arguing when the other engine went away. Stupid thing, said Gordon. I have no patience.
Stupid yourself.
Said Duck.
London's Paddington. Paddington. Do you hear?
Drifty, you say stop
Yeah?
arguing.
Oh, stop arguing.
Hey, you say you make me tired. You're both
You
agreed
make
about
me
something anyway.
tired.
And then you say you're both agreed about something anyway.
Both agreed about something anyway.
What's that?
I don't know.
You say
London's
you say London's not Euston and shut up. You say that.
London's not Houston and shut the fuck up.
Gordon rolled away, still grumbling. I'm sure it's King's Cross. I'll go and prove it. But that was easier said than done. London was beyond the big station at the end of the line. Gordon had to stop there. What's the rest?
Um, hold on, stop there.
If
Where?
I
What?
don't stop,
Oh,
If I don't
if
stop, he thought I could go to London.
Theme song is
if
Wait, if
I
I
did
didn't stop, he thought I could go to London.
if I didn't stop, he thought, I could go to London.
and get fucked.
One day he ran right through the station. Another
One
I
day,
day,
could go to London to get girls.
hey
one
yo,
day,
why are you? Don't impersonate
one
me.
day he
That
ran
guy above
straight.
me is an imposter.
One day he ran through the big station. Then he started off before the driver could uncouple the coaches. He tried all sorts of tricks, but it didn't work. Oh dear, he said. I'll never get there.
Huh, noob.
He puffed sadly into the station and parked into the siding, and waited until it was time to go home. But home, but the engine didn't come. Then the station master came and spoke to Gordon's driver. The inspector's on the platform. He wants to see you. He then came back looking excited. Hello, said the fireman. What's happened? The engine for the express turned over and he was coming out of the yard. He said no engine could come in or out. They want us to take the train to London. I said we would if the Fat Controller agreed. We telephoned and he said we could do it. How's that? Fine, said the fireman. We'll show him what the
Wait,
Fat
stop,
Controller's
stop,
engines
stop.
can do.
Wait, no, stop, stop, stop. Next page. Continue.
Did I just hear an RWS book
Uh,
being flipped?
Yes.
What,
This is a real Railway Series book.
okay, so come on,
Let's bring it
said
back.
Gordon. Come on, said Gordon. Let's go. He It was long before the guard's whistle blew, but Gordon thought it was ages. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. On, we're going to town, we're going to town, called the coaches. Slowly at first, then faster and faster. We're going to town, we're going to town, we're going to town. And Gordon was happy, but all the same, he was glad when London came into view. Sir Topham Hatt was in his office filing paperwork. Then the station master came in. Hello, hello, oh, have you heard the news? Not yet. Why? He showed him the newspaper. Sir Topham Hatt, Sir Topham Hatt was appalled. Sorry, what was the lines again for this one?
He was appalled. Where was it? Hold on, can you say a couple of lines before that?
God damn it!
Station master knocked and came in. Have you heard the sir? Good evening, good morning, sir. Have you heard the news? Not yet. Why?
Okay, hold
Look
on
at
a
this,
second.
sir.
Hold on a second. Who the frick is watching Evangelion? The anime? I heard that in the background.
No, that Liam Loco in the private chat's not me. It's not me.
Okay.
Okay. Just look at this, sir. The Fat Controller took the newspaper.
Just look at this. The fact he gave Sir Tom at the newspaper.
Goodness gracious me, he said. There's
Goodness
Gordon.
gracious me! There's Gordon. Headlines too. Famous engine stops at London Station. Police call to control crowds. Sir Topham had read on absorbed. Then Gordon came home. I hear you've had a splendid welcome in London, I suppose. We certainly did, sir, said Gordon's fireman. We signed autographs till our arms ached. And Gordon had his photo taken from so many directions he didn't know which way to look. Fine, said Sir Topham Hatt. I'm sure he enjoyed himself. Didn't you, Gordon? No, sir, I didn't. And why ever not? London's all wrong, sir. It isn't King's Cross anymore. It's St. Pancras.
That's it.
Yep. Can you show us
I need to
the...
go put this away.
Wait, can you show us the book first?
Wait, before we end, are we gonna be ending the stream now?
Yes, but can you show the book
Actually,
before...
hold on. I want to do something, I want to do something different.
Yes.
Can I narrate an entire episode before we go?
All right.
You do it, and it's everyone else has to as well.
No.
No, not this time. Not this
No,
time.
I'm talking about like I just want to do everything, like every voice, just for shits and giggles.
Can
All
you
right,
do?
I'm Thomas, Henry, Gordon, James, Percy, Sir Tom Hat, Jeremiah, Jopling,
What
and
episode is
Edward.
this?
Can
This
we
is
do?
this is no joke for James.
Can you?
I wanted to do a
Narrate?
James episode because I love James.
Oi, I'm
You
always
triggered
James.
Chad.
But this is, but I said that this is the one that I do by myself, right?
James learned. Okay, fine. James learns a lesson.
No, it's no joke for James.
No,
That's stupid.
no. Beggars can't be choosers, so it's no. James learns a lesson.
No joke for James.
Oh.
No,
Fine.
James
Fine,
learns a lesson.
but
I bet the only reason why he picked the James is to troll me.
No, I said I'm doing this episode by myself. I agreed. Like I Rusty agreed, so we're gonna do it. Just one episode. It won't hurt. Okay. James is a mixed traffic engine. He can pull both freight cars and coaches. He's proud of his smart red paint, and so is his driver. Everyone says, "Did you brighten up there,
Rusty,
James?"
quick end the stream
They're
while you
they,
still can.
James. One morning, James whistled loudly at the other engines. Look at me! I'm the smartest, most useful engine on the line.
Rusty, while you
Rubbish,
still can,
replied
please.
Thomas. We're all useful. So Tom Hat says so. He's head of the whole railway. You know what, James?
Oh wait, Rusty left.
What? Replied James.
Rusty,
You're getting
please
all
end the
puffed
stream
up.
while you still can. Please.
Rusty, end it now. End it.
Why?
I like the music.
Why?
End it
Or-
while you still can.
No.
End it while you still can.
you know what? You know what? Screw it. Just narrate this. Just narrate the. Just narrate. Just do.
Do the
Like.
narration and then we'll end it, okay?
Just do a
That's
few
what-
more.
That's
Just.
exactly what you were gonna say, right?
All right. Just do a few more lines, and then that's it.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah, hell. Honestly,
I'm the pride of the line. I saw you pulling freight cars, snorted Gordon. You're the only goods engine. I pull coaches too. Not as much as I do. But Sir Topham had his plans for me. James was only making this up, but Gordon believed him. What plans? Wait and see. Oh dear, he thought.
Okay, you can
Now,
end.
what I'll
Okay,
do-
wait. You can end the narration at the. At the like. The Thomas scene at the scene with Thomas where James tricks Thomas.
if I could do that without my legs getting
Oh.
tired, I would.
Wait and see. Oh dear, he thought. Now what do I do? Thomas was.
Alright, that's the end. Alright, everyone. I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you for watching another Redub installment. That's it. See you guys later. Penis.